हेलो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू यूट्यूब चैनल। आज सीपेट एग्जाम तुम मनकर एजुकेशन हो सारी तार आज क्वेश्चन आंसर डिस्कशन करवा। आंसर किए तार कौ गुड़िक आंसर ठीक कौ ऑप्शन गुड़िक भूल गुड़ाक आलोचना करवा। तेणु तुम तो तार इंस्ट्रक्शन सब जानी ये भाव में तुम गोटे टेक्स्ट बुकलेट मिलती। तेणु चलो क्वेश्चन आंसर सॉल्व करवा। तेणु वीडियो स्टार्ट करने पूर्व जो मैंने मो चैनल नुआ अच्छे से रिक्वेस्ट चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर सांग पाक सेयार कर। चलो तार वीडियो स्टार्ट करवा। प्रथम क्वेश्चन पिला माने कोन ना द नंबर 1 क्वेश्चन इज व्हिच फंक्शन ऑफ फिलोसफी इन एजुकेशन emphasizes critical thinking and logical analysis. Option A speculative, option B normative, option C analytical, and option C descriptive. Here the correct answer is option C, that is analytical. Then the next question is the concept of IQ is primarily associated with option A Gardner, option B Binet, option C Pavlov, and option D Skinner. Which is the correct answer here? Na the option B is the correct answer. तेणु पिला माने एई गुटिक मध्य प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन ने आसीचे, बहुत बार आसीचे। तेणु द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज द टर्म जोन ऑफ proximal development is linked to option A Piaget, option B Skinner, option C Vygotsky, and option D Erikson. Here the correct answer is option C, that is Vygotsky. Then the next question number 4. Which of the following correctly describes the relationship between metaphysics and education? Option A metaphysics helps determine the validity of knowledge in education. Option B metaphysical beliefs influence curriculum design by shaping what is considered ultimate reality. Option C metaphysics has no relevance to the field of education. Option D metaphysics only deals with moral values, not educational practices. Here the correct answer is option B, that is metaphysical beliefs influence curriculum design by shaping what is considered ultimate reality. Pilamane metaphysics is connected with reality, epistemology with knowledge, and axiology with values. तेणु ये क्वेश्चन बारंबार प्रत्येक वर्ष आसुची. Then the next question number 5. Which of the following best differentiates between idealism and pragmatism in education? Our correct answer is option C, that is idealism stresses the eternal nature of knowledge, while pragmatism asserts that knowledge is constantly evolving based on experiences. Then the next question is question number 6. That is, how does Tagore's concept of education differ from traditional Western educational approaches? Option A Tagore emphasizes rigid discipline and memorization techniques. Option B Tagore believed in holistic education that integrates nature, creativity, and self-expression. Option C Tagore rejected emotional and artistic development in favor of scientific education. And option D Tagore's educational model focused only on spiritual knowledge, excluding practical knowledge. Here the correct answer is option B, that is Tagore believed in holistic education. Then the next question is question number 7. Which philosopher is closely associated with the concept of lifelong education? Lifelong education सहित किए related or associated? Now option A is the correct answer, that is John Dewey. Then the next question is Gopabandhu Das emphasized education for option A industrial development, social service and rural upliftment, technological innovation, and political governance. Here the correct answer is option B, that is social service and rural upliftment. Then the next question number 9. Which Indian philosopher advocated the concept of a niskama karma? Option A Tagore, option B Aurobindo, option C Sankhya, and option D वेदांत. पिलाମାନେ ତମମାନେ ଏଇଟା ଭଲ ଭାବରେ ଜାଣିଥିବ ଯେ ନିଷ୍କାମ କର୍ମ ବା କର୍ମ ଉପରେ କୋଉ ଫିଲୋସଫି ବେଶୀ ଗୁରୁତ୍ୱ ଦେଇଛି ନା ଏର କରେକ୍ଟ ଆନ୍ସର ଇଜ ଅପସନ୍ ଡି, ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ ବେଦାନ୍ତ ବା ଭଗବତ ଗୀତା. Then the next question number 10. How does Guilford structure of intellect, SI model ବା ତାକୁ କୁହାଯାଏ structure of intellect, differ from traditional two-factor theories of intelligence? Here the correct answer is option B. That is, it proposes that intelligence consists of operation, content, and product, forming a multi-dimensional model. Then the question number 11. Which of the following is not a projective technique for assessing personality? Option A researching plot test, option B thematic appreciation test, option C sentence completion test, and option D Minnesota multiphasic personality inventory. Here the correct answer is option D, that is Minnesota multiphasic personality inventory. Then question number 12. The personality theory that classifies individuals as introverts and extroverts is a trait theory, type theory, psychoanalytic theory, or a behavioral theory. Here the correct answer is option B, that is type theory. Extrovert and introvert is a type theory of a personality. Then question number 13. Which adjustment mechanism involves redirecting emotions to a substitute target? Option A repression, option B projection, option D displacement, and option D sublimation. Here the correct answer is option C, that is displacement. Then the next question, which of the following is not a characteristic of a creative thinking? ଏଠି ପିଲାମାନେ not ରହିଛି, ତେଣୁ not ଯୋଉଠି ଥିବ ଭଲ ଭାବରେ ମୁଁ ଆଗରୁ ମଧ୍ୟ CPET କ୍ଲାସ୍ କଲାବେଳେ ମଧ୍ୟ ସେଥିରେ କହିଛି ଯୋଉଠି not ଥିବ ସେଠି ଭଲ ଭାବରେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ଟାକୁ ବାରମ୍ବାର ପଢ଼ିବ. Originality, flexibility, rigidity, and fluency. Here the correct answer is option C, that is rigidity. Then the next question is, which of the following is an individual test of intelligence? Stanford Binet, SAT, Raven's progressive matrices, or a CAT? Here the correct answer is option A, that is Stanford Binet. Stanford Binet is individual test of intelligence. Then question number 16. Thorndike's law of effect states that reinforcement strengthens behavior, punishment is ineffective, learning occurs through insight, intelligence is inherited. Then here the correct answer is option A, that is reinforcement strengthens behavior. Then the next question, question number 17. What is the key purpose of education in the context of economic development? To maintain traditional systems, to develop critical thinking and vocational skill for economic growth, to focus on political ideologies, and to limit economic opportunities for the disadvantaged. Here the correct answer is option B, that is to develop critical thinking and vocational skills for economic growth. Then the next question, question number 18. Which of the following is not a factor that influence social change? Here the correct answer is option D, that is cultural isolation. Then the next question, which of the following is a key distinction between educational sociology and the sociology of education? Here the correct answer is option A, that is educational sociology focuses on how education impacts society, whereas the sociology of education examines how society influences education. Then question number 20. Which of the following statements best describe the relationship between education and social control? Here the correct answer is option B, that is education functions as an instrument of social control by instilling discipline, norms, and values in individuals. Then the question number 21. What is the primary distinction between equality, equity, and inclusion in an educational context? Here question option A is the correct answer. Equality ensures uniform access to resources. Equity provides individualized support based on needs, and inclusion fosters learning environment where all students can participate meaningfully. This is the relationship between equality, equity, and inclusion. Then question number 22. How does education function as a process of socialization? Here the correct answer is option B, that is it helps individuals understand and adopt societal values and norms. Then question number 23. How does education contribute to accelerate the process of modernization? Here the correct answer is option B. Then the next question, question number 24. In the context of teaching and learning, which of the following best defines an intervening variable? Here the correct answer is option B, that is a factor that mediates the relationship between independent and dependent variables in the teaching learning process. Then next question to question number 25. Which level of teaching is associated with the highest degree of cognitive engagement and critical thinking? Memory level, understanding level, reflective level, and associative level. Here the correct answer is option C, that is reflective level. Then question number 28. How does Brunner's cognitive theory of instruction differ from Gann's hierarchical theory? Here the correct answer is option A, that is Brunner emphasizes active knowledge construction, whereas Gann focuses on sequential hierarchy of learning outcomes. Then question number 27. Mitra's psychological theory for teaching primarily focuses on here the correct answer is option A, that is the social construction of knowledge through collaboration. Then question number 28. According to Clark's general theory for teaching, which of the following factor is least relevant in the teaching learning process? Here the correct answer is option C, that is classroom technological resources. Then 29. Which one of the following best differentiates method from strategy in teaching? Here the correct answer is option A, that is a method is a broad instructional philosophy, while a strategy refers to specific teaching action within that framework. Then question number 30. In Bloom's taxonomy of instructional objectives, which cognitive level involves the ability to break down information into its component parts and detect relationships among them? Option A, comprehension. Option B, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. Here the correct answer is option B, that is analysis. Then the next question number 31. Which of the following best differentiates assessment from evaluation in an educational context? Here the correct answer is option C, that is assessment is a broader term encompassing evaluation, measurement, and testing. Then question number 32. Which of the following type of evaluation is most suitable for identifying specific learning difficulties in students? Here the correct answer is option C, that is diagnostic evaluation. Then question number 33. Which type of a reliability estimation would be most appropriate for assessing the consistency of a psychological test over time? Here the correct answer is option C, that is internal consistency reliability. Then question number 34. What is the primary purpose of using a rubric in assessment? Here the correct answer is option B. Question number 33. Which type of reliability estimation would be most appropriate for assessing the consistency of a psychological test over time? Here the correct answer is option A, that is test retest reliability. Then question number 34. What is the primary purpose of using a rubric in assessment? Here the correct answer is option B, that is to provide a detailed standardized evaluation of student performance based on specific criteria. Then question number 35. Question number 35. Which of the following is an example of a non-standardized tool? Here the correct answer is option B, that is interview schedule. And question number 36. Which of the following is an example of a criterion referenced evaluation? Here option A is the correct answer. A student must score 80% to pass. Then question number 37. Which of the following is true about a portfolio as a tool for assessment? Here the correct answer is option B. କୋଉଗୁଡ଼ିକ ଅପସନ୍ ତୁମେ ଚୁଜ୍ କରିଛ ପିଲାମାନେ ଏଇଥିରୁ ଭଲ ଭାବରେ ଦେଖିନେବ। ସବୁଯାକ ଅପସନ୍ ପଢ଼ିଲେ ବହୁତ ସମୟ ଲାଗିବ, ତମମାନଙ୍କୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ବୋର୍ ଲାଗିବ ଯେ ଆନ୍ସର ପାଇବା ପାଇଁ। ନେକ୍ସଟ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଇଜ୍ in APA referencing style, APA କହିଲେ American Psychological Association, which of the following is the correct format for citing a book? Here the correct answer is option A. Then question number 39. In an experimental study, what is the primary function of a control group? Here the correct answer is option C, that is to serve a baseline for comparing the effects of the independent variable. Then question number 40. A population in research refers to only students in a classroom, the entire group that a researcher wants to generalize findings to, a small sample of individuals, the respondents in a questionnaire survey. Here the correct answer is option B, that is the entire group that the researcher wants to generalize findings to. Then question number 41. Which of the following best distinguishes fundamental research from applied research in education? Here the correct answer is option B, that is fundamental research aims at expanding theoretical knowledge, whereas applied research focuses on solving practical educational problems. Then question number 42. Which of the following statements about sampling procedure is incorrect? Here the correct answer is option D. That is, then question number 43. Which of the following research methods is most appropriate for studying cause and effect relationship in education. এটা আমাদের previous year question পড়িଥିଲେ. Here the correct answer is option C, that is experimental research. Then question number 44. What is the main difference between fundamental and applied research? Here the correct answer is option B. Fundamental research is always experimental while applied research is survey based. Then question number 45. Which of the following sampling techniques is a probability sampling method? Here the correct answer is option C, that is stratified random sampling. Then question number 46. A control group in an experimental study. Option गुड़िक देइछि पिला माने यार करेक्ट आंसर होछि option C, that is does not receive the experimental treatment. Then question number 47. The best measure of a central tendency for highly skewed data is. Here the correct answer is option B, that is median. Then the next question. If the mean and median of a data set are equal but the mode is significantly different, which of the following distribution is most likely? Option A, symmetrical but bimodal. Option B, positively skewed. Option C, negatively skewed. And option D, normally distributed. Here the correct answer is option B, that is positively skewed. Then question number 49. Which measure of variability is defined as the average of the absolute deviations from the mean? Here the correct answer is which option? Option କୋଉଡିଅ କରିଛ ପିଲାମାନେ? ଏଇଟା ହଉଛି option B ହଉଛି correct answer, average deviation. ଆକୁ ମଧ୍ୟ mean deviation ବୋଲି କୁହାଯାଏ. Question number 50. Standard deviation is considered as the most reliable measure of a variability because here the correct answer is option B, that is uses the entire data set in its computation. କୋଉଟା କରିଛ ପିଲାମାନେ option ତମାନେ ଏଠୁ ଚେକ୍ କରିନବ କୋଉଟା correct answer କରିଛ. Then question number 51. When computing correlation using the product method, which of the following assumptions must be met? Here the correct answer is option C, that is the data must be normally distributed with interval or ratio scale measurements. Then question number 52. What does a negative Z score indicate? Here the correct answer is option A, that is the score is below the mean of the data set. को आंसर तुम ठीक नहीं पे देखीदेव के आंसर ठीक है के आंसर भूल है तुमने चेक कर देखिपर. Then the question number 53. If a test score is converted into a T score of 60, what does this imply? Here the correct answer is option A, that is the raw score is 10 points above the mean. Then question number 54. The graphical representation most suitable for showing percentage distribution is. Option, here the correct option is option B, that is pie diagram. आम जो परसेंटेज देखु थाए कौन देखी जाए ना पाई डायग्राम रे भल भाव रिप्रेजेंट करा जाई थाए. Then question number 55. Median is best used when data is normally distributed, there is no outliers, data is skewed or contains extreme values, and data is nominal. Here the correct answer is option C, that is data is skewed or contains extreme values. Then the next question. A positive correlation implies that. Option C is the correct answer. Both variables increase or decrease together. Positive correlation कौन मु पिला माने भल भाव डिस्कसन करिछि. तेणु पॉजिटिव कहले जेतेबेले वेरिएबल ए रे इंक्रीज होउथिबो एवं वेरिएबल बी रे मध्ये इंक्रीज होउथिबो ताकू कहि परिबा कोन ना पॉजिटिव कोरिलेशन. एवं किन आउ गोटे कोन पर ना वेरिएबल ए रे डिक्रीज होउथिबो एवं वेरिएबल बी रे मध्ये डिक्रीज होउथिबो ताकू कहि परिबा पॉजिटिव कोरिलेशन. Then question number 57. Which formula is used in the product movement method of correlation? को product movement method रे correlation निर्णय करिबा बेले को formula टा व्यवहार करा जाय. Here the option B is the correct answer. Then question number 58. Kurtosis value greater than 3 indicates a distribution is. Here the correct answer is option B, that is leptokurtic बा peak टी जाको हमें कहउथाय. Then question number 59. Which of the following statements best represent the contribution of the Indian Education Commission 1882? Here the correct answer is option A, that is it recommended the establishment of rural schools for mass education. Then question number 60. The Gurukula system primarily followed which pedagogical approach? Here the correct answer is option C, that is personalized mentorship and oral transmission. Then question number 61. Which report led to the introduction of the downward filtration theory in colonial Indian education? Here the correct answer is option A, that is Woods Dispatch 1854. Then question number 62. Which of the following was a major recommendation of the Woods Dispatch of 1854? Here the correct answer is option D, that is free and compulsory education at the primary level. Then question number 63. The University Education Commission 1948-49 was chaired by. Here the correct answer is option A, that is Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. याको मध्य राधाकृष्णन कमिशन बोली कुहाଯାଏ ସେଥିପାଇଁ. Then the question number 64. The National Policy on Education 1986 was revised in 1992 primarily to. Here the correct answer is option A, that is address emerging challenges in technical and vocational education. Then question number 65. Which of the following best distinguishes curriculum from syllabus? Here the correct answer is option A. Syllabus includes only subject content while curriculum encompasses all planned experiences. Then question number 66. A. The guiding principles of the National Curriculum Framework 2005 emphasizes. Here the correct answer is option C, that is child-centered pedagogy and inclusive education. Then question number 67. Which curriculum development model emphasizes teacher participation in designing curriculum? Here the correct answer is option B, that is TABA model of a curriculum. Then question number 68. What is the primary role of SCRT in curriculum development at the state level? Here the correct answer is option C, that is designing state-specific curriculum and teacher training programs. Then question number 69. The primary distinction between educational and vocational guidance is that educational guidance. Here the correct answer is option B, that is helps students achieve academic success, while vocational guidance focuses on career selection. Then question number 70. The cumulative record in a guidance program is primarily used to. Here the correct answer is option B, that is provide a comprehensive record of a student's educational, social and behavioral history. Then question number 71. In secondary schools, the primary role of a counselor includes. Here the correct answer is option B, that is providing career guidance, personal counseling and academic support. Then question number 72. The primary function of the follow-up service in a school guidance program is to. Here the correct answer is option B, that is monitor the effectiveness of guidance services by tracking students' progress. Then question number 73. राष्ट्रीय माध्यमिक शिक्षा अभियान रामसा primarily focuses on universalizing secondary education, enhancing higher education research opportunities, providing vocational education at the university level and establishing fully autonomous schools in urban areas. Here the correct answer is एटा तमे तो जानिथिबो राष्ट्रीय माध्यमिक शिक्षा अभियान पहिले माध्यमिक शिक्षा को बुझाउची यार करेक्ट आंसर कोन करछ पिला माने यार निश्चिंत भाबरे तुमने करथिबो 73 क्वेश्चन आंसर ऑप्शन ए दैट इज यूनिवर्सलाइजिंग सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन हमरो जेमती सर्वशिक्षा अभियान कार्य करूची यूनिवर्सलाइजेशन ऑफ प्राइमरी एजुकेशन को सेमती रामसा काम करूची सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन रो यूनिवर्सलाइजेशन निमंते. Question number 74. What distinguishes the functioning of autonomous colleges in Odisha from other higher education institutions? Here the correct answer is option B. They can develop their own syllabus, conduct examinations and declare results. Then the question number 75. Which of the following historical developments played a pivotal role in shaping primary education in Odisha? Here the correct answer is option B, that is implementation of a Woods Dispatch 1854. Then question number 76. The Right to Education Act 2000 ensures which of the following fundamental provisions for elementary education? Here the correct answer is option A, that is compulsory education for children aged 5 to 16 years. Then The next question, which of the following statements is not true about କସ୍ତୁରବା ଗାନ୍ଧୀ ବାଳିକା ବିଦ୍ୟାଳୟ? ପିଲାମାନେ ଏଠି ନଟ୍ ଅଛି, ତେଣୁ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଭଲ ଭାବରେ ପଢ଼ିଥିବ ଏବଂ ତାର ଆନ୍ସର ଚୁଜ୍ କରିଥିବ ଅପସନ୍ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ ମଧ୍ୟରୁ। Here the correct answer is option B, that is primarily focuses on primary upper primary education for boys in rural areas. Here the correct answer is option C, that is it targets dropout girls from disadvantaged sections. जो माने disadvantaged section असंती सेमानंकु जो माने dropout girl अछंती सेमानंक पई केजीवीपी बा कस्तूरबा गांधी बालिका विद्यालय कार्य करूछ। सॉरी पिला माने एटा नॉट अछि जेहेतु एटा 77 रो क्वेश्चन रो आंसर होछि बी। इट प्राइमरली फोकसेस ऑन अपर प्राइमरी एजुकेशन फॉर बॉयज इन रूरल एरियाज। तेणु एटा बॉयज मानक पई कार्य करेनी, एटा कहा पई करथाय ना रेसिडेंशियल स्कूल फैसिलिटीज देथाय। इटी एटा गर्ल्स मानक पई ड्रॉप आउट गर्ल्स फ्रॉम डिसएडवांटेज सेक्शन मानक पई कार्य करिथाय। एटा मध्य सर्व शिक्षा अभियान अंडर रे कार्य करिथाय। तेणु करेक्ट आंसर होछि ऑप्शन बी, एटा बॉयज मानक पई कार्य करे नाही। Then the next question is 78. The role of SCRT in Odisha's teacher education system includes. Here the correct answer is option A, conducting research and formulating curriculum frameworks. Then question number 79. Which of the following is a fundamental principle of a free and open source software in education? Here the correct answer is option C, freedom to use, modify and redistribute educational software. Then question number 80. Which among the following Web 2.0 tools is primarily used for collaborative knowledge creation rather than just information sharing? Option A, Wikis, option B, Facebook, option C, Twitter and option C, D, WhatsApp. Here the correct answer is option A. निश्चय एउडिको करथिबो पिला माने तो माने correct answer option A ही करथिबो। Then question number 81. In the context of massive open online course, which of the following is a key differentiator between CMOOCs and XMOOCs? Here the correct answer is option A, that is XMOOCs focus on collaborative knowledge construction while CMOOCs rely on structured learning. Then question number 82. Which of the following is not a characteristic of open educational resources? Here the correct answer is option B, that is they require licensing under proprietary rights. एटा करे नहीं जेहेतु not अछि पिला माने। Then the next question is question number 83. Which among the following is the most significant challenge in integrating ICT in education? Here the correct answer is option B, that is over reliance on traditional pedagogical methods. Then question number 84. Which of the following is recommended for the establishment of a diet? Here the correct answer is option D, that is National Policy on Education 1968. Then question number 85. Implement is primarily used for which of the following purposes in higher education? Implement कौन पे कार्य करुची? यार correct answer होची option C, that is facilitating academic research and access to e-journals and e-books. Then question number 86. राष्ट्रीय माध्यमिक शिक्षा अभियान aims to enhance access to secondary education. One of its key objective is. Here the correct answer is option C, that is reducing dropout rates by improving retention and transition rates. Then question number 87. Which of the following is not a key principle of early childhood care and education as outlined in the National Education Policy NEP 2020? Here the correct answer is option B, that is emphasis on rote memorization for foundational literacy. Then question number 88. How does NAC contribute to higher education in India? कौन contribute करुछि NAC उच्च शिक्षा पाई? Here the correct answer is option C, that is by evaluating institutions based on set criteria for quality assessment. Then question number 89. Choice based credit system aimed to. Here the correct answer is option C, that is provide students with a flexible learning pathways through elective choices. Then question number 90. The implementation of life skill education in schools primarily focuses on, here the correct answer is option B, that is developing essential social, emotional and decision making abilities. Then question number 91. Which principle of educational management is most closely associated with ensuring that decision-making power is delegated to the lowest possible level? Option A, centralization. Option B, bureaucratic control. Option C, decentralization. And option D, hierarchical supervision. Here the correct answer is option C, that is decentralization. Then question number 92. The laissez-faire style of educational management is characterized by, here the correct answer is option B, that is minimal reference from the administration. Then question number 93. Democratic leadership in education primarily emphasizes, here the correct answer is option B, that is decision making through collective participation and consultation. ଏଠି ଯେତେ ଆମର ମେମ୍ବର୍ସ ଥିବେ ସେଠି ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର କିଛି କଲେକ୍ଟିଭ ପାର୍ଟିସିପେସନ ରହିବ ଏବଂ କନସଲଟେସନ ମଧ୍ୟ ରହିଥାଏ କୋଉଥିରେ ନା ଡେମୋକ୍ରାଟିକ ଲିଡରସିପରେ. Then question number 94. The role of a school management and development committee in Odisha focuses on, here the correct answer is option A, that is planning, monitoring and executing school development initiatives. Then question number 95. The concept of a total quality management in education is primarily aimed at, ଏଇଟା ମୁଁ ଏବେ ଯେଉଁ କ୍ଲାସ୍ କରିଥିଲି ତା ଦେହରେ ମୁଁ ଏଇଟା ଭଲ ଭାବରେ ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ କରିଥିଲି, ଯେଉଁ ଆମର ପଡ଼ିଥିଲା ତମର କୋର୍ 14ରେ ପିଲାମାନେ ଏଇ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ସବୁ ଆସିଥିଲା। କୋର୍ 14ରେ ତମର ଟୋଟାଲ କ୍ୱାଲିଟି ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟ, ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ଡେମୋକ୍ରାଟିକ୍ ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟ, ଏ ଯେଉଁ SMDC ଆଣ୍ଡ ଡେମୋକ୍ରାଟିକ୍ ଲିଡରସିପ୍, laissez-faire ଲିଡରସିପ୍, ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ଆସିଥିଲା ତମର କୋର୍ 14 କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ରେ 6th ସେମିଷ୍ଟର ଯେଉଁ ଏକ୍ଜାମିନେସନ୍ ଦେଇଛ ତା ଦେହରେ ଆସିଥିଲା। ତାର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆନ୍ସର ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ ମୁଁ କାଲି କରିଥିଲି, ପୂର୍ବ ଭିଡ଼ିଓରେ କରିଥିଲି, ତାକୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ଦେଖିଲେ ତୁମେ ଜାଣିପାରିବ। ଦେନ୍ the concept of a total quality management in education is primarily aimed at, here the correct answer is option B, that is ensuring continuous improvement in all aspects of institutional functioning. Then question number 96. Which key principle is central to the Salmanka framework 1994 regarding inclusive education? Here the correct answer is option B, that is integration of students with disabilities in mainstream schools with appropriate support. Then question number 97. How does the RT Act 2009 reinforce inclusive education in India? Here the correct answer is option C, that is by ensuring free and compulsory education to children with disabilities in neighborhood schools. Then question number 98. UNCRPD 2006 emphasizes with fundamental right for persons with disabilities. Which right is this? Here the correct answer is option B. Option B, right to inclusive education and learning without discrimination. Then the next question is question number 99. What is the primary goal of the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016 in India? Here the correct answer is option C, that is to ensure full participation and equal opportunities in all spheres including education. Then the next and last question number 100. Which assistive technology would be most beneficial for a student with a speech impairment in an inclusive classroom? Option A, screen reader. Option B, augmentative and alternative communication devices. Option C, closed captions on videos. And option D, large print textbooks. Here the correct answer is option B, that is augmentative and alternative communication by AAC device. So this is all about your 100 questions answers. So I hope that you must do well in the examination. So you can select for your CPET admission. ମୁଁ ଏହାର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆନ୍ସର ଖାଲି ଆନ୍ସର ଗୁଡ଼ାକ ପିଲାମାନେ ତୁମକୁ କହିଦେଲି ଯେ କେଉଁ ଗୁଡ଼ିକ କରେକ୍ଟ ଆନ୍ସର ବା ଅପସନ୍, କେଉଁ ଅପସନ୍ଟା କରେକ୍ଟ ଆନ୍ସର। ତେଣୁ ଆର ମଧ୍ୟ ମୁଁ ଡେସ୍କ୍ରିପସନ୍ ଆଣିବି, ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲାନେସନ୍ ଆଣିବି ଯେମିତି ପ୍ରିଭିୟସ୍ ଇୟର୍‌ର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆନ୍ସର୍ କରିଥିଲି ୱିଥ୍ ଡେସ୍କ୍ରିପସନ୍। ତେଣୁ ଆଜିର ତମେମାନେ ଆନ୍ସର୍ ଜାଣିଗଲ।